Hiya! Welcome! As you can no doubt tell, I'm in a different location today for a different type of video. I'm gonna eat my leftover curry. Oh yes, and here it is. Oh, that looks delicious. So this is the leftover chicken madras with pilau rice that we didn't finish last night from my weekly Saturday Indian takeaway. There's also half a naan bread there. This has been warmed up in the microwave for about 4 minutes. We might as well just crack on. I love curry. I think probably most people who are my friends will know that, but I eat it at least twice a week. More than twice a week if I'm able. Like I say, this is a chicken madras. Ooh, it's got a kick to it. This is probably my favourite chicken madras that we'll deliver here locally. But out of all the ones that I've kind of tried on a regular basis near to where I live, it's probably the mildest, because chicken madras technically is quite a hot dish, as in spicy hot. Now, what with this having been in the fridge overnight, it arguably, certainly in my opinion, it makes the curry nicer because it gives all the spices and herbs and everything even more time to kind of marinate. With this curry, I would say, leftovers wise, there's more meat, there's more chicken than there is sauce, but that's okay, it's still delicious. So I have a takeaway every Saturday evening with my mother and with my daughters. I'm currently at my mother's house filming this. And then I like to make a curry in the week, usually around Wednesday. And I usually make a tikka masala. Now, a chicken madras is my favourite, but if I'm making one in the week, I need to make it for everyone, i.e. me, my mother, my daughters, and sometimes my brother and his partner will join us for dinner. So, in regards to the kids, it needs to be something that's pretty mild, but it's a nice one. I use a Campbell's condensed soup base for that, which apparently, according to British legend, is how the chicken tikka masala recipe got invented. There was some fella 40, 50 years ago in an Indian restaurant who ordered the dry chicken tikka, which incidentally my daughters like. They have that on a Saturday when we have a takeaway. And this might have been in Birmingham or somewhere, and this guy, he ordered the dry chicken tikka. And then when he got it, he said, "Where's the gravy?" i.e. where's the sauce? So the waiter took the chicken tikka back into the kitchen and he told the chef of the complaint that the meal was too dry. So what the chef did was heat up a can of cream of tomato soup and just bump it on. So with the soup dumped all over the chicken tikka, the waiter took it back to the customer, to the guy in the restaurant, and he loved it. And then chicken tikka masala, the nation's favourite dish, or one of them, was born. According to legend, anyway. I always say, if I'm having a curry, particularly one that's from a takeaway, I'm having an Indian, but... And you can get the authentic meals that come from Asia. Or at least a selection of them. But many curries that we enjoy here in the United Kingdom are really British dishes. Of course, they derive from Indian curry, Asian curries, but the recipes and the invention of them started here, such as tikka masala. And also this one I'm eating now, chicken madras, you'll be able to get something very similar, probably almost the same, if you're actually travelling in India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, etc. But chicken madras as a thing is really a British dish, or British Asian hybrid at best. I love peanut arroz. So, if you make curry and someone says, "Oh, that's not authentic," and then they say, "Well, I have a madras or a tikka masala or even Rogan Josh." I'm not sure about Rogan Josh. That could be more of an authentic thing. If I had to guess, I'd say it isn't. I know this one is technically really more British than anything. So like I say, I like plenty of sauce. The sauce in this one, and this is from a lovely little takeaway only a couple of miles away, Taste of Bombay. And like I said, this is my favourite at the moment. There's a lot around here that I enjoy, but this one I always really love it. As for my favourite meats in curries, I always order one with chicken, or make one with chicken, because my mother likes chicken, my brother, you know, whoever else. But I also like lamb curries. But I rarely have them unless I'm ordering just one for myself when I'm at my home. I'm just eating by myself. So for me to have a lamb madras from somewhere would be a real treat. It's got to be good quality lamb though. This lamb can be funny. It's got to be like really sort of lean and kind of melt in your mouth. Otherwise it's like you're chewing on a piece of meat flavoured chewing gum. And the thing about eating curry for me, it's the one food, the one dish, never get fed up of. I have it at least twice a week, more like maybe 3 times occasionally if I can. And I've been doing so for donkey's years and never get fed up of it ever. Like other foods, if I have it too often, I'll need to give them a break after a while. That's pretty much everything. But for some reason, curry, I just love it so much. I can eat it regular as clockwork. You can set your watch by me, and when I want my Indian takeaway on a Saturday, there you go. This chicken is really nice quality. Look, like proper 100% breast. The sort that you stick your knife into it and it just falls apart like it's almost been slow cooked. It's lovely. A lot of chicken left over here. The naan bread is very nice. Just a plain naan. I do like other types of naan bread. Garlic naans are nice. I think the garlic naan from this takeaway, Taste of Bombay, it's a bit too garlicky, and you don't really need like really overpowering garlic when you've got other flavours from your actual curry and whatever else you might be eating. So certainly from here, I tend to stick with a plain naan. I stick with a plain naan most places simply because you know where you are with it. I occasionally have chapati rather than naan, but I find they tend to be a lot drier than a naan bread. They're always cheaper. A lot of the places I use, they seem to be about half the price. But they're not as nice. I think if you're gonna have some bread with it, just needs to be a good quality naan. And this was, the leftovers wise, I would say just under half before I started eating it, of course. So you order one naan bread, that'll do at least 2 people, probably more really. And I also like chips with a curry, which is sacrilege to a lot of people, but like I say, you're not eating something more than likely that is genuinely Indian or genuinely Asian. So if people want chips or French fries with it, then they should feel free. But yeah, Saturday night I love a mixture, some rice and a few chips. I just think curry, chips and rice, perfect. That's like death row meal for me. Or my last meal on death row, I should say. So yeah, this has been warmed up about 4 minutes. Stuck the half a naan bread in for the last 30-40 seconds. A tip when you're warming up naan bread, sprinkle some water on it. It'll stop it from drying out more. See, you'll have already had it sort of in the fridge overnight, so it'll be pretty dry when you get it out. Sprinkle a bit of water on it, then stick it in the microwave for the last 30 seconds or so. But this is my favourite meal of the week. The tikka masala that I make, kind of midweek most weeks, is really nice. It's delicious. It's easy to make as well. There's nothing to it really. And plus it's something we can all eat. We can all, me, my 2 girls, my mum, we can all sit down and have exactly the same thing. Chicken tikka masala, bit of good quality pilau rice from, you know, Tesco or Aldi or wherever. You know, the sort that comes in like a microwavable tray. You don't want to be fanning around, boiling up water for rice. And then a few fries, a few thin cut chips, and some naan. We do often have the garlic naans in midweek actually. I think in a way a garlic naan goes a bit better with a more blander, milder curry. Well, I wouldn't say bland's the wrong word. I wouldn't say my tikka masala is bland. It's just not, it's not going to take your head off. It's just got a nice flavour. But my mum always says she actually prefers my curry to, one from a takeaway such as this, which I can never understand. But that's how much everyone enjoys it. I enjoy making it. I enjoy eating it. Well, If I'd stop having my proper Indian takeaway on a weekend, well, to put it mildly, I would be very upset. Of course, this probably goes without saying, but between Indian and Chinese, I would choose Indian every time. I like Chinese food. I find it though, sometimes I really need to be in the mood for it, and then afterwards I can find, depending on what I've had, it kind of lays quite heavy, whereas curry never does. Even if I'm having a few fries with it, it's just, it's a filling meal, but it doesn't, you don't feel kind of all bloaty and stuff. Well, I don't anyway. It probably works different for other people. And Chinese, if I have it even like say once a week or once a fortnight, after a month or so, I'll be bored of it. I'll be like, oh, I want to give that a rest now for months. Whereas, like I said earlier, chicken madras, I've been eating this every weekend without fail. 9 times out of 10 Saturday, occasionally due to circumstances we might switch to a Friday or even a Sunday sometimes. But generally it's every Saturday, and never get fed up of this. Maybe it helps using different takeaways, just kind of rotating the ones that we like, really. I also love going out to an Indian restaurant. That's not something that I tend to do very often, just on special occasions. It's quite expensive. Plus, you can get all the great food delivered to your home, so for me, getting a home delivery of this is just, yeah, much preferable. I don't know if you've noticed, but at Indian restaurants, you always get less, don't you? I love Indian restaurants, tandoori restaurants, etc. But I'm pretty sure most of them, because they come in those lovely little metal dishes and stuff, don't they? You get less than what you would be paying the same price for if you had a takeaway, because then you'll get it in like a big foil container or plastic box or something. Down to my last piece of chicken. This chicken's really nice. Like I say, I do like lamb in curry. I like beef in curry as well. I can't remember the last time I had a beef curry, though. It was years ago. But you know where you are with chicken, don't you? There is, show you that again. It's lovely. Just really tender. Just kind of almost falls off your fork, really. So let me know in the comments if you're a fan of curry, and if so, what your favourite one is. If you've got any recommendations as to new recipes, new dishes for me to try, because I am kind of a bit of a stick in the mud, really. I always have a madras on a Saturday. I always make tikka masala in midweek, even though I would make something hotter, but it's got to be something everyone wants to eat. Whereas a madras, there's usually 2 or 3 of us sharing it. So we'll have madras, and the kids will have some chicken tikka, as that's kind of, you know, it's just chicken and some marinade in it. But please let me know. And if you don't like curry, then why ever not? What is the matter with you? I think if people say, oh, I don't like curry, I don't like the flavour, then you've just not found the right one, because there's so many, you know, I've just not even scratched the surface. of all the ones that are out there. If you're someone who doesn't like spicy food, then start off with a korma or something. Which, I would eat a korma, but I don't like stuff with a lot of coconut in, because I don't like coconut. As a cooking ingredient, I can tolerate a bit, but generally I hate coconut, so. In a way, that was better than last night's, like I say, simply because that's been sat in my mum's fridge marinating for the last, what, 14, 15 hours. But I hope you enjoyed this video, bit of a change of pace, a mukbang, or however you want to pronounce it. Thought I'd do this as something a little bit different for my channel. Show you a clear plate. And it's been nice to sit here and chat to you about my love of curry. I'm an evangelist when it comes to curry. I will sing the praises of it from now until my funeral. And on that cheerful note, I will bid you all adieu and hope that you will join me again for my next, if I do another one, I'd like to, mukbang eating video. Cheers everyone. See ya!